Okay, wow. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't interviewed anybody in a very, very long time.
You can do it. Here. Do you want me to flip the cam so we see ourselves?
Yes. Let's do that. Morning, everyone. So today is GVB Travel Talks. So tourism plays a big part on Guam. It's our number one source of economy. So to attend this conference or this talk today, kind of highlight a lot of things, hopefully, that I have questions about with our economy and what's going on and what GVB is planning to do. But also to meet with other influencers and kind of content creators to see what they're doing to up their platform and probably help mine out. So if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments below, and hopefully I can ask them and we can entertain them later. Okay, so we're at lunch. Initial thoughts so far, a lot of amazing things going on Guam. Influencers were doing a great job. They paired up and they showed their stories. I'm going to show a couple of those highlights and probably show you their own feeds and what they did together. They paired up with one of the international influencers and a local influencer that showed them around Guam. I think they did a couple of them spent a few days together, and then one of them shared a week. Additionally, there were some talks from 00 Robotics about the Hover 2 and what the release is, so stay tuned for that. And overall, this is GVB Tourism Inspired event, so we're going to stay within that zone. Let's see what else happens after lunch. Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Mentor Asia Pacific. I'm Alvin Song, and today we have...
Hi, I'm Laureen. I'm from the Philippines visiting Guam. I love it here.
Right, we're here at GVB Travel Talks, and I'm going to take advantage of the interview because she's leaving already tomorrow.
I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm so sad.
But hopefully we get to visit her. Either I'll come to the Philippines or she might end up making another trip here to Guam.
Sure.
But thank you for doing the interview with us.
Of course.
Okay, so we kind of have this vibe where there are Filipinos here on Guam, and a lot of us are positioned to come to Guam. And we have that kind of story about coming here and living the American dream. We were talking earlier about how you kind of have this story about your upbringing.
Yeah.
You want to share what your story is?
Yeah, of course. So I was telling him earlier that people usually think, like, how are you growing up? I always get asked that question. And I was actually bullied when I was in grade school. I studied at a Chinese school, and because of my complexion, I was getting bullied a lot. Like, really, I get harsh comments. When somebody in the classroom tells everyone, don't talk to Laureen, everyone's really just not gonna talk to me. And I really would spend days where I'm just alone in the garden eating my meals, like when it's like recess or lunch break. And yeah, people usually don't see that side of me, and I feel like bullying is a major thing, especially like in schools. And to everyone out there who has been called something, who is dealing with the same scenario or situation. I feel like you guys really just have to know yourself and love yourself. And at the end of the day, if you have real friends and like your family is gonna be there always, so that really helped a lot with me growing up. As as a kid who get bullied in school, when I go back home, like I feel like I'm in my safe zone because I'm with my family. And then grade 6, I actually met like a good solid group of friends, and up until now we'd hang out, we try to see each other at least once a month because everyone's like really busy. But yeah, I really feel like if you believe in yourself, if you have real friends, if you have strong family ties, that's all gonna be great for you. Like you shouldn't even be bothered listening to all of that.
Okay, so when you're talking about that experience growing up, does some of that come out in your writing now? Do you think when you blog or you put yourself on social media, do those stories still come out about you being bullied or being insecure and then finding this group of friends?
I try to be positive in my posts, but I have done a video about me being bullied before, and it's really just to help you guys out there. I feel like also in this world, we really have to know who we really are, especially there's social media, and I love it. I use it to have a positive impression like here in this world, but sometimes you can't help it. There are still people who troll you. Like I get bullied online almost every day, but it's really I also think that it's who you are. Like if you, again, I go back to, if you know who you are, then it's all that matters. And as for example, if you're high school or in college, I totally get you. I was also like, I also didn't want to know what I was gonna do. High school and college, I think they're both very crucial because that's when you really get to know yourself. Because I'm just gonna relate it to style a bit because I dress like a little bit more straight and edgy now. But if you see my blog like 5 years ago or 9 years ago, you're gonna be like, whoa, I had curls, I had like smoky makeup, I had like high heels. I was wearing heels every day in college. Like I don't know why I did that. But I was a totally different woman. And as like the years progressed, that's when I slightly changed my style. Oh, I'm leaning towards more this look. I feel more confident here, and it basically reflects who you are as a person. That's why like personality and style, they come together. And I gave that as an example because our personalities are constantly changing, and it's okay. Like you shouldn't be scared, or you shouldn't try and veer away from that because it's a good thing. We constantly want to learn. We constantly want to do like things, and yeah, just like go along the way, and you'll figure out what you want. That's the most important thing. I said so much. I'm sorry.
That's okay. But let's talk about kind of your jump into the social media sphere. Like how did you kind of navigate that world?
So my first ever job was being an intern at a fashion magazine back in Manila. I was 15 years old, and when I got to college, I figured, okay. Oh, and also like I used to play varsity back in high school, so that was also tough.
Varsity
like,
what?
Basketball.
Oh.
So varsity, and then I was also juggling being an intern at a fashion magazine. And when I when I got to college, I put up a clothing line because I wanted to earn extra money. So I was styling on the side, and I was doing like my clothing business with another partner. And when I was gonna graduate on my 5th year, I told myself like, why not have a visual diary for myself? Because I love dressing up and I love expressing who I am with my clothes. And so I created a visual diary on my 21st birthday. And yeah, like it's been 9 years.
Wow. So
That's my journey.
what's next now for you? What's coming up? What are the new projects that
I do have a YouTube channel, so I'm doing videos now. You can follow me on my YouTube account and also Instagram. But yeah, like my goal really is to keep inspiring like individuals out there, like whether you're into fashion or into travel or just random things. I like sharing my experiences, so sort of like you have a guide also in the future if you want to do the similar things. But I want to just keep representing my country, the Philippines. It's great that I'm here for GVB, representing the Philippines. I love talking about our country, like it's beautiful. And in on social, like in the internet, there's no first world or third world. Everyone's friends there, and you get here and you get like you go here in Guam and you meet all these amazing people. Like it brings us closer together.
And kind of on a final note, for those that are looking for inspiration and want to use social media as an outlet, what's your advice for them? What would you tell them to start with, or how to go with it?
I feel like you always have to be unique, and most people get like so into the content, and people usually assume I'm always on my phone, but that's not really the thing. I feel like I capture memories more than just pretty pictures, and that's the most important thing. You go to another country, you go even just a restaurant or just a movie house. Like if you want to take photos, it's because you want to remember that moment, and you have to be yourself and you have to be unique. And once you put it out there, once people like what you're giving out, then yeah, everything starts from there.
Right on, guys. We're going to thank Laureen for the short and quick interview. Hopefully we'll see her again soon. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks guys for tuning into Mentor Asia Pacific. Once again, I'm Alvin Sangha. Check out all our social media, that's going to be linked down below. Stay tuned, more mentors are to come. We're going to be releasing a mentor every week. And please leave a comment down below for any mentors that you'd like to be featured on the channel, any business professional, entrepreneur, or anybody that you believe is inspiring and can provide to be a mentor for the youth of Guam. Until next time, thank you very much. Sangha out.